I'm gonna tell you what I did first, and I'm gonna tell you why I did it. I went and found some sylvite at the halite that we found up here just to the north. The sylvite can only be found in halite pillars, and so far from what I found, don't take this as 100% truth yet, because I'm still researching it, but sylvite seems to be near the bottom of the halite pillar. That's where I have been finding it. And then I put it into the corn, let it grind up, and then I made some potash by cooking it. So it's the max you can do, and you're going to want to go ahead and use a residue covered cooking pot. Don't use one of your good ones. 3 powdered sylvite here, 3 powdered sylvite here, 3 liters of water here, 3 liters of water. So water, powdered sylvite. And so I just made 24. Oh my goodness. So I don't really need that much. And really there's only like, is there a bow torn out here? I thought I heard a bow torn. There's only like 2 places that I want to put this. So I accidentally planted soybeans here instead of the sunflowers, and I accidentally planted sunflowers here instead of the soybeans. So I just mixed these 2 squares up when I was planting, so you can see how much the nutrition is different between these, like, because the N value is so much lower at the beginning than these N values. These have grown up a lot more than these have. Same thing over here where the K value was a lot lower and then these were higher. I did put some compost down trying to help them out a little bit, and it has helped the sunflowers a good bit. You can see that these are up to 58%, but this one especially is still down at 29. So I want to just try to give it a bunch of extra potassium. I didn't expect it to change color. Oh, that turned it to high fertility soil. Interesting. We'll just see if that helps. This is really experimental because eventually all of this is going to become terra preta. So it honestly isn't the end of the world, and it's more of an experiment. But we'll see if it helps that one. I'm not going to do it to that one. I kind of just want to see how it helps this. I have mostly set up the automated corn here. So I have a double chest. This is our input chest with a chute going into the corn. And then I have a slab blocking this side off, and then the wall blocks that side off. The chute should, in theory, block this side off. So the only place anything that comes out should be this side. When a corn is running and you block it off so it has to spit something out, it can spit it out on either 4 sides. So I'm trying to force it here. I have actually never tried using a half slab to do the force, so I don't know if this is going to work. We're about to test it. Now, to force it to spit out, what you do is you put just any block, any like solid block in here. It probably actually doesn't even need to be solid. I just usually use the solid block. You can put dirt or stone or something in there. And then we're gonna test the full thing. So it goes through there, and now it's coming in here. And now because so here's my theory on this. I think because there are 4 sides, it has to throw it out. You see how that one didn't go? So it looks like it's already done 1 because there was a stack of 64. I think every time it reaches the end, it tries to throw it out. And if that side is blocked, it tries again. That is a theory. I'm not 100% sure on that. But from the testing that I've done, I think that's what's happening. So we're just going to give it a minute to... Yep, so it was able to throw it out that time. Okay, and now we should have 2. Yes, so we have 2 in here. So this removes the quote-unquote efficiency that every time the green arrow fills up, it spits something out. Because if it, again, this is my theory. My theory is that if it can't spit something out, it has to fill up the green arrow again to try again. So there's efficiency loss there. But I'm not manually doing anything right now. I can throw a bunch of stuff in here and just leave it. So I'm okay sacrificing that little bit of quote unquote efficiency of the green arrow filling up to not have to babysit this. Okay, so this is looking really good. I'm gonna go ahead and put some grains in there as well. Uh-oh. Oh man, we're gonna lose that meat. That sucks. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some grains in there as well. And you can see that 2 have already left. They're sitting here in the chute, and they can't enter the corn until all the bone meal is done. That's great. That's fantastic. I love that setup. I have also done a little bit of reorganization over here. So I have a double chest that leads into a crate for my crocs, because I love being able to just right click and pull crocs out as I need them. What I don't like is having, I explained this a little bit for the stones downstairs. It's the same reason I'm doing it for the stones down there. I don't want to have to move all the empty crocs to my hotbar. I want to be able to open my inventory and just shift click them in there. So that is just something that I like to do, and this way there's 20 crocs that can be stored in here, 2 can be stored in the chute, and then 9 times 4 is 36, so 36 in here. So we should have plenty of space for crocs, especially since we're going to be prioritizing pies. Now this is more to just play with the shelves for right now. Oh my god, I love these doors so much. But I'm storing my extra cooking pots in here. And then I was able, I'm going to take them down. I'm going to put them in here so we can see them better. But you're able to stack bowls on top of each other. Oh my god, that's so cute. I didn't think you could do that. I was, the first time I did, I put like the 3, I put 1 here, 1 here, and 1 there. And then I accidentally misclicked and stacked one. I was like, wait, what? You can stack them? Yes, you can stack them. That's great. All right, so we did lose 1 counter space for a full cabinet. I think this also helps sell the chest just floating up there. So the chest is like being supported by the cabinet and the chute. I don't know. It's a fantasy game. It doesn't matter. But then I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna grab another half slab for up here, and just again to kind of say, hey, there's some kind of shelf thing holding this up. Here we go. Now there's some kind of shelf thing. I do want to do more decoration here for sure, but this is like this is starting to become functional. And then over here I have the fuels. So this is going to stay here for decoration. I'm not going to take any from this firewood. I've got firewood here, and then I've got my peat there. And then I've been spreading out the bear rugs a bit, so they're not all down here. And I've actually removed everything from here because I'm going to start doing my storage shelves here soon. Added them here, as well as in the smithing area. And then for the small ones, I put them on like places that I would stand regularly, right? So when I'm working, I'm going to be standing here, kind of like, you know, little foot mats. And then I also have added some into the hallway. And so this is more for like museum display type of deal here. And I taxidermied my first fish. I kind of just wanted to see what that process is like, and it's just like the hides. It's the first step of the hide tanning. You put it in borax or lime water, and you seal it, and it becomes taxidermied. Great. I do want to check on this one that we had put a bunch of potash on. I mean, it is now up to 58, so it's in the medium range. It's not in the low range anymore, which is nice. That's still going. What am I? you have been stuck forever. Is it getting too hot? Hold on. It's 15 outside, which means it's 20 in the greenhouse. And it can get up to 40. So no, it's not too hot. Must just be the last little bits having a tough go of it. I'm kind of waiting until this one finishes before I replant over in the side. I still want more flax. I want to get at least one more large windmill for the smithy. Ideally, I'd get a total of 4. But the 4 we might not get to 4 until next year, but I would like to get a second one going this year. That's going. I'm also doing steel stuff. Let me go ahead and put that in there. I spent a bunch of time making chutes. So hold on, let me get all of the steel going real quick. I gotta do coke first. Okay, so this happens sometimes. I'm not sure why. So you see, I'm shift and right holding. This should be lit. I also can't remove it, but visually it's not lit. What I'm going to do is relog, and when I relog, it should light. And by relog, I just mean save leave world and come back. We relogged. It is not lit. I'm going to try to light it again. Now it's lit. Okay. So I tend to find that happens semi-regularly with bloomeries. If I'm lighting them all one right after the other really quickly, I find that can happen. All you gotta do is relog. It happens occasionally. Not too hard to fix. I did add another ladder here, which has made things so much easier to get up and down. Mainly down. Up's not as big of an issue. Okay. All of that's done. Let's go talk about these chutes and downstairs. What I'm going to be focusing on first is just getting this first section done for all of these. So I'm just going to be making a bunch of these elbow chutes go in here, and then a bunch of double chests. Have also made a bunch of nails for said chests. So you can't put them directly on the crates. So I'm just going to put them here. Oops. And then I'll use a wrench to rotate them, which I need to make a second wrench so that I can keep a wrench down here. Okay, so we've got those. I'm also moving all of my Jonas parts to their own chest. I have started working on some of the pieces that are needed to make the Venice teleporter. I think that's the first one that I want to make. Because what that's going to allow me to do is to teleport to wherever I last died. So if I die really far away, I can use this teleporter to instantly go back. It's going to be very nice. I've never used one before, but very excited to try it out. I've made the top left piece, which is this Thanos coupling, and then this piece. What is this called again? The transit anodes. But for this, I need this sub-assembly. And I have one of these. I have 2 of those. So really, I've got several of these, right? Yeah. Really just need one of these, and then I'll be able to make the Terminus teleporter. Now I do need to go ahead and make some lead plates and some electrum plates. And so electrum is silver and gold. So it's an alloy, a fictional alloy, or that we need to make from silver and gold, which we do have some of, but we should go silver and gold mining at some point. Let me go ahead and keep working on this stuff. I need to go get a wrench to rotate them, and I've been thinking about the Lazarat. So not to do too much of a spoiler, but the Lazarat is much smaller than the archives were. So I don't know that I'm gonna build a full. I want to build a road. Right now we're working on this western road, or eastern road, sorry. So I might just continue this eastern road until like here, and then just not build a road up to the Lazarat, just like run up there. I am starting to get a road building itch again. Been a minute since we did the southern road stuff. Might go ahead and do that. But also, our elk has just been hanging out inside the walls of the of the base. I don't know where it is right now. Oh, it's over here. It's on the mini map. So if you look on the mini map, it's the green arrow. Okay, so it's just chilling. It's just walking around and chilling, and I'm totally okay with it. Just hanging out in here for now. We don't really have a pasture for it, but it's also life. Life, what's up? I'm not sure if we have this underwater squire belts. Can you make a squire belt? You cannot. Okay, so I do need to start buying some clothing from Blythe that we're not able to make, but I should be able to make and not make a squire shirt. Okay, so you can make minstrel pants. Okay, so yeah, there are some clothes you can make. Apron, ice merchant. Okay, but maybe you can't make all of them. Ooh, this looks really cool. It gives you warmth. What do I need? Huge pelt, white claw. Oh, this is easy. Sorry, lots going on. I'm getting really distracted again today. All right, I'm gonna do some work on the storage down there, and then probably start working on the eastern road again. And then just quick animal check. Everybody's pregnant or has just had babies. All the pigs are pregnant, so we're just waiting for them to have their babies. Chickens are doing chicken things in here. So they've got several clutches laid, and they're working on incubating them. So 4 days, 3 days, 4 days, 4 days. I'm going to go ahead and feed them again. I'm just going to do a half portion in each. Since we only need one more clutch to be laid. And I do really want to work on the pig little barn next, because I feel bad that they're just kind of out in the open. They don't really have a shelter. So I do want to work on this pig barn next, and it's probably going to extend a little bit this way to make it a little bigger so that we can have a couple of feeding troughs in here for when we expand our pig herd. Are pigs in a herd? What is a group of pigs called? A drift. You can use herd, but you can do a drift of pigs, adult of tamed pigs. Okay. So it's going to be adult. So we need D-O-Y-L-T. Dolt. Right? Is that how you pronounce that? Doilt. Okay. So I was pronouncing it wrong. It's doilt. Okay. Doilt of pigs. Got it. I have been doing some road work, and so I've gotten to about right here. I still have a good distance to go eastwise before we can go up to the Lazarat. But I wanted to hop down here. Oh goodness, there it is. To where we found these two translocators that were really close together. We haven't activated these. What are the chances that one of them throws us up here? I don't know. So they're both activated, but we're going to go through this one first, see where it goes. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's not too terribly far from the Lazarat, honestly. We could make that run for sure. Like easily, like right now if we wanted to. I don't want to right now though. Technically, we could. Now, how far down? We're at 65. All right, I'm going to dig up real quick. See where we are. Check this out a bit. And oh no, that's not gonna be fun. I don't have dirt. Oh look, more borax. Or not borax, bauxite. Now, it's not super easy to do, but you can swim up when there aren't blocks around. So, oh my god, another one? All right, hold on. We're going back down. I'm gonna mark this, and then we're gonna have a fun time just getting out, and I'm probably gonna have to dig down. Digging up is not working for this situation. Okay, so we've got bauxite and we've got limestone. So that's really nice. What I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna follow this cave up a little bit, but then honestly, I'm probably just gonna do a spiral staircase up. Be a little bit safer. All right, ooh, is that sulfur? Sulfur in limestone? Okay, we need to grab this. Not because necessarily we need sulfur, but we don't have sulfur in limestone for the museum. And we did also grab a little bit of sulfur. Okay. But now, look, we're at 97, 98, so this should be a lot easier to dig out. Except, we'll see. It does kind of look like we're on a hill here, so it might be a little bit to dig up. And then also, since we do have the corn automated, we can grind it up into powdered limestone so that we can make quicklime. Right? Because you have to grind it up first. Yeah, you gotta grind lime up, and then you can make quicklime from it, and the quicklime will let us make plaster. Okay, this makes plaster less scary. Like automating the corn makes plaster a lot less scary. Quicklime is still irritating to make because you have to cook it. So that's still going to be a little frustrating because it takes forever to heat up, but at least the grinding part will be a lot better. All right, so we're in a nice little forest. It's a very cute little place. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get some more dirt and then we'll work on digging down. So since we know a bunch of caves down here, we don't want to fall, we will be fluttering while we dig. You're new. Fluttering is what I call when you are jumping a bunch while you're falling down the water stream. Like I'm just tapping spacebar a bunch to make sure that I'm not standing on that bottom block, because I don't want to fall and get injured when the ground falls out below me. Go ahead and pick these up. This is probably where we're going to start to see another, yeah, there it goes. So see how I was able to stay up and I didn't fall away. I didn't fall, whoops. I didn't fall like away from the water. Ow. All right, so we really just need one side. Be good. Because you, oh my God, stop! When you're going down a water stream, you are falling faster than the water. And so if you're not in the water, you can, get hurt. All right, so we have this set up. I'm not doing a bunch of looting right now, because I would like to go activate the other one, see where that one goes. All right, and so the other one is just all around in here. Let me go ahead and name this real quick. All right, here we go. All right, where's this? This is less helpful for the Lazarat, at least. This takes us pretty far north, though. Not bad. Well, we're going to mark this again, and then we'll do the dig up. And dang, look at this mountainous area. It's going to take a while to dig up. All right, so the other one, gradient, the one that other one is named, is definitely better for Lazarat stuff. We could go ahead, like the Lazarat is not, it's not big. It's not going to take us very long to do Lazarat stuff. So we could do Lazarat stuff real quick this month. We definitely have plenty of time to do it this month. And then the next phase of the story, the next couple of phases will take a little bit longer. Okay, we made it to the surface, and look at all these goats. A bunch of goats up here. Oh, it's a granite gravel. I do need to prospect a wee bit. How cool. I mean, it's still pretty warm up here. It's still 20. I'm trying to get an aerial view, or not an aerial view. High ground view. Yeah, it's just a bunch of granite gravel. Not sure we'll be coming up here for much. Might be good to check this area out real quick. It does kind of link up there, doesn't it? Ava. Oh, wait, isn't Ava the one in our base? Ava is the one in our base. Okay, let's go to Ava. And then it'll be a quick trip home. Oh no, that's Bravo. Hold on, cancel. Where's Ava? Yeah. All right, so we'll do some exploring heading to Ava, and then, ooh, not mean to fall that hard. And just kind of see what's going on. Probably nothing too interesting. It just seems like a big old granite desert. But this will be a way for us to get quickly back home. Dang, it's kind of cool coming back to a place that I haven't been in for a while. I remember seeing this trader over here and seeing this cool ruin. Yeah. Little blast from the past. So he decided to go ahead and walk /swim to the Lazarat. There's a pretty big lake here. Went south a little bit and then kind of swam up this way. I do have stuff to make a raft going back. I was able to find some vines to make rope. So we'll just have a little raft to go back. But this is different than my last world. So in my last world, the Lazarat was just kind of in this big ravine. I'm not sure what this is all about. Got the X here. I'm not seeing any big ravines, but there are those weird shapes. My plan is to make a water elevator going down and just kind of see what we see. Okay, all right, so this is good. Claimed by higher power. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna follow this. I'm gonna kind of try to follow it. Hell, maybe we should do this instead closer to the X. Maybe the entrance is closer over here? I'm not liking my odds over here. All right, I'm going back. I'm going back to where we were encountering the area with... It was claimed by a higher power. Let's just see if we can follow that to an edge of some sort. I'm also curious... I break this? I can't break this. All right, I'm gonna do this for a while. I'll bring you guys back when I figure something out. All right, I might have a clue. I got pretty frustrated pretty quickly with digging in a line down there. So I came back up. I was like, well, let's just get to higher ground because this is really flat, right? Look at this. There's a little ravine over here. So we're going to check that out real quick. Because in the last world, it was in a ravine. Now, in the last world, the ravine was a lot bigger. It was a lot bigger river. But check it out. Okay. Yes, this is the Lazarat. Yay, we made it! Thank goodness. Okay. We figured it out. How to get to higher ground. So... I do remember this being a little frustrating. Get in here. And you gotta like crouch, go around, and then there'd be monsters in here. Yep. Oh, I should have put my healing stuff on my hotbar. Okay, okay, okay. Out, out, out. Out, out, out. Nope, there we go. Alright, come here. Okay, so... Oh, we've got a little bit of breathing room. I get this and this. Try this entry again. If I can get this guy first. No, 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 no. I do have 2 bow staves drying right now. I know this one is almost dead. Oops. Not use it too much, but definitely gonna have to. Okay. I just want to take care of the monsters first, and then we can look at some story stuff, okay? Okay, I think good upstairs. One more that I need to loot somewhere. Okay. All right. Should be safe to look at some story stuff here. First area. So the very first thing we're going to look at is this skeleton. Skeleton, a poor soul welcomes you with a smile. Back to the skeleton. These bones are old, but not as ancient as the Lazarat. It looks like it was attacked by something big. Check the wounds. The body is missing an arm. Looks like it was torn off. Alright. So, skeleton, not as old as the Lazarat, but it's got a missing arm. Yeah, there's some locusts here. Okay. Alright, so collect everything that we can. Kind of start right-clicking everywhere so you can pick up. Alright, so what did we get? We got Forlorn Hope Reliquary, Silver Gear, and a Gold Gear. And this looks like some kind of altar here. Room. Oh, there you are. I was looking for you. This right here is very scary. These are just tally marks. What are they tallying and why are there so many? Okay. You're gonna see a lot of them all over the place. In the Lazarat, like a lot. See this metal shelf here? I know it's ruined right now, but just kind of keep that in mind. A project that I'm gonna be doing in the storage area here soon. It's what I'm trying to replicate. Like, we can't actually do that. We can't actually make the metal shelves. But we're gonna try to imitate what it would be like from the real life. Is there another one? Come on, bro. All right, here, look, here's more tally marks all over the place. There's several different drawings in here. There's like one with the horns facing up, horns facing down, long, slender, hollow eyes, horns up. It's just a real spooky place. This leads back around to the front. So we're good with this upstairs area. Down. More tally marks. Love to see that. That's fantastic. Another metal shelf. This one's less ruined. Okay. Like, we can't actually do this in the game. We can't actually, like, make the shelves or anything, but I try to do thing with some chiseling, with chiseling block. Oh my god, this is tier 4? Jeez. With chisel blocks to act like stands. Like, imagine a long version of this. It's like I have chisel blocks on each side and I put crates in the middle. I think it looks alright. But we're gonna talk to the shiny thing, and right up there's the entrance, right? That's where we came in and talked to that skeleton. Skeletal arm. The tattered arm still holds a small object and it's broken glass. Grasp. Inspect the arm. A tattered arm still holds a small object and its broken grasp. This must be from the skeleton at the entrance. Inspect the object in its hand. The hand holds some kind of missive. Faded, but surprisingly preserved given the circumstances. Read the missive. If you have found this letter, take hope. The path continues on. The letter includes directions with a destination far away. The letter. Neat. Gonna put another thing on our map. Maybe. Hold on. Do I need to add it first? Inspect the hand. Take the letter. Okay. So we need to take the letter. We have the letter. All right. Approximate location of village added to your world map. Now we should have a new marker. Oh no! Oh my god! 13,000 blocks away? Oh my god! Definitely ain't walking there. Oh man. Okay. That's a problem for later. That's a later us problem. The current us problem is... Ooh. Okay. Just got a wall carving. Maybe it was this? Here rests Tobias Holtz. He fought as long as he could. Okay, I don't want to step on Tobias if he's around. There are invisible blocks here, so I cannot jump in this hole. Oh, I can't take the little statue. I want the little statue. This is a cool little table, though. Ooh, another one. Looks like a gear. Unknown. Lo, the stones blind me no longer. I see the stars in their perfect automation. The gears turn the armillary of the world. But now the ferment shatters. It shatters, and light seeps through. We are but dust in the eye of greatness. That which comes is built upon our meager bones. Blinded, so blinded by the stones probably means they were living underground for a long time. We're just gonna keep the door behind us closed. See, I'm not sure which of these are like me a lore thing and which are just but look, here's a new one with like a mask on, and then there's a bunch of eyes in here. And then circles with X or tallies. That one, don't like that. And here's another hole that we cannot jump into. Before we go into that one, I want to check out some more stuff down here. So let's get our bearings. This is how we came down. That little shelf that we talked about. I'm gonna go straight back. Ors. I think I looked this up last time. I think Ors is a Turkish name. Hold on, let me check again. Okay, never mind. It's the Turkish word for anvil, but also I think it can also be a name. It is also a name. Okay. It could be this person is named Ors. I should have gone with Hansa. I should have died with Wilfred. Anything but this horrid cage. Oh God, save me. Possibly referring to having to live underground in here. These seem really faded except for that. Hey, more more rope. Another one. Ooh. Okay, so this is also a name. Pronounce Heloise like Eloise, but with an H at the beginning. Heloise. You stand in the last home of Heloise Corbeau, one-time jewel and one-time blade of the court of France. Oh my God, yeah, it does say it's a French name. Yeah, like the article that I was looking up, like one of the first ones that came up when I searched for the name. was, I think it was a French actress. That's crazy. All right, that's really cool. Anyway, there's the locust nest that we can't destroy. Anything else here? Oh, there's another one. Okay, that takes care. Oh, nope, we gotta do this. Any other wall carvings that we need to look at? Oh, I don't like that. Are they fighting something, or are they like under the stars? Them reminiscing about stars, like starry nights. Oh, look at this. It's like a floating eye almost. See? Ooh, another one. Elaine, the Count Palestine's son, found his way here after being accosted by a vagrant in the holds. The vagrant lost his arm. Elaine lost everything. The vagrant lost his arm? Is that the skeleton at the entrance? Oh. I don't know what I looked at. Maybe this? Looked at something. Demir, the finest merchant in Constantinople, died here. The Venetians ground their teeth at his prices. Florentines wept when they saw his wares. The Genoese could only laugh. May the caravans plod their easy trail across the earth again someday. Goodbye, my friends. So, what's really interesting about this carving, and I mentioned it last playthrough as well, these are real places. Like, Constantinople's a real place, Venice is a real place, Florence, and I don't know the name of the country, but like that's real. So I don't know if this game is supposed to take place in somewhere specific in the real world, or like the lore. Like, I mean, obviously the maps are generated randomly, right? It's not real. It's not for real, and you know, everything is fiction. But I'm wondering if it's supposed to be. I'm wondering if the lore is like based on something specific, like a specific area of the world. And I'm trashing a bunch of these. Okay, so now we're gonna circle back around to the doors, and we're gonna go in this third door. And that's really cute. Wish you could make that, or oh, in this boat too. They like forged them out of metal wire. Looks like. I think this is it for here, so we're gonna jump down this hole. Okay. Now we can do the crouch, and there shouldn't be. On crouch and go. Thank you. Shouldn't be anything down here, but I'm just gonna triple check. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Go all the way up. Follow this stream up to the top. Okay. That, you don't want to jump down, but we do want to jump down because this is the top. So we're gonna jump down in here. Okay. Where are we gonna start? I guess we'll start back here. I don't think we can take these. I don't have a bunch of torches, so this place is not going to get lit up. We're just going to check it out. This hole falls down to the first room beside the arm. I'm not going to jump down these holes again. Oh my god, I did that last playthrough. I'm not doing that again. I don't want to have to keep coming up through there. And then this falls down to the second room. And you come in here. Like, there's a bunch of torches. You light stuff up. Not gonna do it. Oh, that's trash. We can definitely trash that if we also want to take in its place, because I don't think I can put things in here. And this should, oops, I did not mean to fall in here, but this should take us to one of the rooms. Yes, this takes us to the third room. Okay. that's it. We'll go up there one more time just to show where the other big hole drops down. This is pretty much all there is for the Lazarat. It's a lot smaller than the President's Archives. It's like, I don't know, I do kind of consider this a little break point for the story, because you can take a little break before you head to the village, because the village is so far away. Right? Okay. So what we did is we went down there, and that's the third room, right? Now we're gonna fall down this hole, and this should take us back to the main room. Yep, this main first room. The little courtyard in it. And then here's the way out. And we're done with the Lazarat. So I'm gonna work on getting back to base. We were able to gather everything in one go. Didn't need our elk, thank God. Got a bunch more stuff to, to add to the museum. I have come down to the far south area again, over to where this likely large body of water is. Kind of just wanting to see where it goes. And I did bring some stuff down to make a sailboat. I put the rollers down, and it was the schematic was a little rough to get down. I did have to get rid of the sand over here, and then I had to chop down a bunch of the flowers. And also there were some stones that were like making it so that the rollers couldn't lay flat. Had to do that. I placed the rollers here. I believe it was this block. And I had to cut the grass down before I could place it. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and try to start building the boat. I've got a bunch of boat stuff in my inventory. Let's see. Need firewood. Okay. And then next is planks. So I need to make planks. I need to trash a bunch of these. We did find another translocator. I definitely want to get that online soon so that we can see where it goes. Plum and square. I've got the 2 plum and square. Can't stack. Don't know what you want me to do about that. Do they just need to be in the hotbar? There we go. Okay. Need to be in the hotbar. I'm using pine because I have so much pine wood. Makes sense to go ahead and use a bunch of it. And what do you, support beam. Okay, so we need to make some support beams. Okay, so we need debarked pine. This is why I brought my hammer with me. So we have to debark some of this pine first. Go. What's next? More support beams. Okay. Now more wood. And more support beams and wood. More support beams. Okay. That was more support beams than I thought it was going to be. All right. And then, so now I've got rat lines. Oh, no, we need rope first. Can I make rope out of flax? I can use vines. I can use cattails. So vines or cattails. Let's go see if we can find some vines or cattails real quick to make some ropes. Thought I just needed rat lines. Brought some ropes as well. That's okay. Might actually be able to find vines in this little forest. Okay, here's some cattails. It might have to be a combination of cattails and vines. Get enough rope. I already don't remember how much rope I need. Oh my god, please go away. Thank you. Okay, we have a stack of cattails. This hopefully, let me just check where I am. Okay, so we need more. We can come back up here. I'm just ignoring those pigs. Don't deal with them right now. Let's get back to our boat. to add some ropes. All right, 17 ropes. Oh, yeah, we are gonna have to go get more. All right. Okay, up to 16. So I think we just need, is it 6 more cattails to get to 17 rope? Now we have this rope. Finally. All right, let's go. Oh my goodness, scary. Y'all, I'm not looking for a fight right now. Be a fun little cave to explore. Oh my goodness, go away. Go. Go. Now we can't let this go to waste, so. Okay. All right. We got 17 rope. More rope? Oh my god. 10 more rope. Okay. Oh, even if I had brought the rope that I had back at base, I still would have had to get more because I used a bunch of rope to make rat lines. And I don't know if I needed 2, but I went ahead and made 2 sets of rat lines. I don't want to kill these wolves. It's just clogging up my inventory, but I mean, I need the rot and I need the fat, so I'll take it. If they're gonna attack me, I guess I'll deal with that. Pigs earlier, after I hit them once, they kind of just went off. But those wolves looking for a fight. I think I'm gonna need 60 cattails to make 10 rope. All right, we get 10 rope from this. Good. All right. So I'm just gonna grab any other cattails that I see as I head back. All right, so, and then we need 21 linen. Just did a huge flat harvest is why I wanted to come down and do this. Before I use this linen for anything else, let's see if we can get a sailboat made. Oh no! Oh no, we don't have the linen! Oh, okay. We are gonna have to go back to base and wait for our second round of flax to finish up, but we're getting pretty close to finishing this boat here. Can't stand in it yet. Kind of run around inside of it. But this is good. Not super upset about having to go back to base because I do want to stop by this area on my way back to get some more black coal because we're out of black coal. If there's any left here, I think we've mined most of it, so I'm gonna have to like search around. But then when I come back down, I want to bring back some stuff to activate this translocator to see where it goes. It's like, is this our most southern? Yeah, this is our most southern translocator. I'm interested to see if it goes more south, which, okay, great. New area to explore. Oh no, it's not the most southern one. This is the most southern one. Okay, never mind. But I am curious to see if it goes more south for a new area to explore. Ideally, I would love for it to come up here so it's easier for us to get to and from base. Just doing some base chores, checking on the greenhouses and stuff, and the sunflowers are like, they like look like they're dying the closer they get to ripeness. They look pretty good at stage 10. Stage 9 looked good too. But yeah, I guess when they're ripe, they're kind of over surviving. Right, that's when they drop their seeds and stuff. Anyway, as soon as all of these are done growing up, this is where we'll plant our next round of spelt. Except for here, in these 4 squares, not spelt, sorry, the next round of flax. In these 4 squares, we'll probably do belt, or we'll do onion. Maybe onion. Get a pea crop in there to kind of even things out. But that's why I'm leaving these open for right now. Everything's getting close, and I did open up most of the greenhouse just to let stuff get watered while it's raining. I did the same over here as well. And then this was all, no, this was the one that was all flax that I harvested to get most of the boat sail stuff. But now I'm throwing some turnips in here. The turnips are mainly going to be for feeding the pigs, who I need to go ahead and check on if they're still pregnant. Nope, no babies yet. And you need to check on the chickens as well to see how the eggs are progressing. Oh, I hear chicks. All right. 1 day, 3 days, 2 days, 2 days. And then we just need to make sure a few of them are ready to lay. There's at least 2 that are ready to lay. So that means they'll get on there. But let's see if we can get a couple more ready to lay. Eat a little bit. All right, and goats. I need to start setting up a cheese area. Now there's one, yeah, this baby is a male. The other baby grew up already. Yeah, so it's another male. Dang. So we're gonna keep, honestly, we're gonna keep that one, Gen 4, but for right now we're gonna keep, oh sorry, this one's Gen 5. But for right now, we're going to keep that Gen 4 one. And I'm just going to boop you outside. Sorry, Betty. Or I guess process is the correct term to use. That, and then several days left before ready to mate. And you are ready to mate. So we can go ahead and start feeding. Need more ewes. Got a lot of rams. We need more ewes. I've been doing some base chores while we wait for stuff to grow. And I decided to go ahead and start on the green dab and wattle for the main house. Loving it so far. It is really like this, it's like the same everywhere. So I think I am gonna like chisel these blocks so the inside looks a little bit different than the outside. I think this is also going to turn into a bay window, so that'll be really pretty. And then I made a water basin. So what I did is I chiseled out the center, except for 2 blocks wide on each corner. And then I had to chisel some of the bottom out in order to put the water in there. It wouldn't let me put the water in with the bottom full, even though this is only 1 block or 1 voxel tall, right? I don't know. So if you're wanting to make like a water basin or something in your kitchen, just chisel out some of the bottom. It should work. But overall, it's going pretty well. I love the bigger window here, and then I'm going, so this wall still needs to be done. Just got to move all the tapestries. This room is done as well. Well, as far as the green part, obviously there's a lot more to do elsewhere. The green part's done. But we got to move these tapestries and stuff. And then we have talked about in the past doing a porch down along this side. And so the door for the porch, I'm thinking this window gets moved over 1, and then we have the door here. So we'd have the door here, and it would, or I guess like more like here, we'd have little stairs up to it or something. But it come out, and this is probably going to drop by 1. Let me just go ahead and do that because I do need the dirt. Okay, this looks a little bit better. The porch will come out here. It'll be 3, maybe 4 or 5 blocks wide. And I really want it to wrap around this way, but I don't know if that's going to interfere with the chicken coop. We'll have to play it by ear as to whether or not it wraps around, or if we just do a second porch out of the bedroom that's right here. We do have piglets, which is fantastic. Those little piggies. Very excited for that to come around. All of these still growing. I also don't think I mentioned the reason I put turnips in here before I grow flax in here is because flax was just in here, so the K was down. Like, K is still pretty low. Is at 26% still. But turnips grow pretty fast, so I'm hoping it can correct the soil pretty quickly. I did have one sunflower mature. Okay, here's another one. So both of these have matured. So they drop sunflower grain, which is interesting. I've never made anything from sunflower grain in this game, but I do want to play around with that. Still waiting for everything in. I think we're gonna be able to have 2 batches of flax, like one right after the other, in both greenhouses. And there should be spelt out here. It looks like it's almost done. Yeah, that's getting real close. And then we're going to do flax out here as well. Then we should have plenty for the sale, and then also some for the windmill. That other windmill, I did bump this one out a little bit so that it could have some room. That needs to be tidied up to make it look better. Oh yeah, one more thing in the museum that I wanted to show real quick. I've put in, well, I'm working on putting in, I just have the glass now to finish it. I'm making windows over here. I think we had mentioned maybe having 4 long windows. We're ending up with 4 like short long ones, 2x3s, and then 1 long 2x6. So I'm really liking this. I think it definitely opens it up more. And then need to do something similar over here and figure out where the doors are gonna go as well. And we still need to finish the ceiling. I have been doing more wattle over here. Look at all this wattle. So the lower area is almost, the walls are almost wattled. I have just under 2 stacks to do a little bit more in here. Then we'll also have to do the armory. But yeah, it's coming along in pieces. It's probably gonna be a bit. See, I'm gonna say this and then watch. Next month, I'm gonna have an urge to go to the village. It's probably gonna be a bit before I'm ready to go to the next story point location. I think we're gonna be hanging out doing some base stuff for a while, which would be pretty fun.